Welcome back to Destiny on BlackTideTV. Today we're taking on the Fist of Crota, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the Dark Below and how it's accessible to very low levels now. I think this is very interesting that it's so accessible, and how it kind of defeats the purpose, how it kind of can wreck the story mode a little bit, how it impacts the entire game having this available at such a low level in this game now. So originally, the Dark Below came out when Destiny was Destiny, and Destiny wasn't Destiny: The Taken King. So it came out during the original Destiny, as well as the Prison of Elders. Or I don't know, the House of the Fallen, or Winter's House. I don't know what the other one's called, but they both came out at the same during Destiny. They didn't come out. They all came out before The Taken King. Now that The Taken King is out, they've completely drastically redone the entire game, and they've really changed this up, and this is very, very accessible now. I think I just got to Venus. I think I'm on like the first mission or the second mission. I think if you guys might have seen it so far, is this first or second mission of Venus that I've done so far, and I'm already allowed to do the Fist of Crota, or the beginning of the Dark Below. And I think it's very, very interesting that I can do this right now, because I think it really defeats the story. The level that you had to be before to do Fist of Crota, to begin the Dark Below storyline, is you had to complete the story. Well, you didn't actually have to complete the story. I'm not sure. I don't think you had to complete the story, but you had to have been level 20, and then whatever else light. But the light wasn't important. The level 20 was the maximum level. You had to be level 20, meaning you had to be one of the best players in the game before you could get into the Dark Below. Generally, most people would have finished the story mode. That means they would have finished the story mode before they start the Dark Below, which I think makes a lot more sense. The beginning, like the whole story, you start on Earth, you do like whatever on Earth, you go to the moon for a little bit, and then you find out that the Vex are the real enemy, and that you need to go to Venus and then in turn to Mars to fight the real enemies and to fight the real bad guys in the story. This is the main story enemy, are the Vex. So this is a big thing. You have to go and fight the Vex. No one else matters right now. It's just the Vex. And then once you do that, you complete the story mode. You kill the Vex god. I'm going to talk about that in a future video. You just wait until I get onto that topic. I've got a thing or two to say about that. But for now, you kill the Vex god, and you go and basically you're done the game. The stranger goes, "Oh, good job," but there's still more things to fight out there. And then you get the Dark Below. All of a sudden, you're just going about your daily business, going back in time and doing the same missions over and 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 over again. And then all of a sudden, you show up in the tower one day because you bought the season pass. You're not stupid, and you automatically have everything set to automatically update. So you show up in the tower one day, and there's this lady there, and she's freaking creepy looking, and she's got like this mask on, and you can see like her eyes are like glowing, or there's blood, or I don't know what she looks like anymore. I can't remember, but she's freaky looking, and her name is Eris Morn, and that's a freaky name too. And you're like, what the hell is this woman doing here? And you go and talk to her, and she's like, okay, listen up. That Vex shit, that was complete bullshit, and you were just totally wasting your time there, because the Vex aren't even a big deal. The biggest deal is this Crota guy. He's pretty intense. He commands all the Hive, and he's like this big badass motherfucker, and you guys gotta go kill him, because me and my 5 buddies, my fire team of 6 people, we went down into his pit, and he basically killed everybody except for me, and I ran away. And now I'm asking you to go fight for me. And you're like, damn, this is going to be pretty important. I have to go like kill another god now. And this is going to be intense. And I got to go kill this Crota guy. So that makes sense that way. In this new story, how you can just kind of pick and choose what you want to do. I'm a few missions later, I actually got access to the House of Wolves. That's what it's called. The House of Wolves. Or is it the House of Wolves? I don't know. It might be the House of Winter. I don't know. Anyways, I got access to the second DLC just a couple missions after this on Venus. So it's like, you really don't need to play the main story before you access these other extra stories in the game. They're trying to make it more like branching out, so you can choose your own path, but it doesn't make sense that way. The way the game was made originally was that you do the first storyline first. You do the main story. That's the important part. Then you get back and you do all these other bigger enemies, like these new threats. Not just like, oh, you're going along and then, oh, there's a threat over there. Oh, there's a threat over there. There's enemies everywhere. Oh my god, who do you go and kill first? And it just overwhelms you. There's so much stuff to do now in the game that it's just like you can't just focus on one main enemy. Like you're supposed to go kill the Vex God first, and then branch out, and then come back to the Hive, because the Hive, who you didn't think were that bad, they took over the moon, who cares? No one goes to the moon anyways. And then you find out that they're on Earth, and that they're doing all this bad shit. And then you have to go back and kill them. It's not just like, oh, well, you can kill the Vex, they're a pretty big threat, but this Crota guy's a pretty big threat too. Oh, and then there's this House of Wolves, you can go fight them if you want. It's too much and just doesn't make sense anymore. And they really should have kept like the DLC stuff, the Dark Below, the House of Wolves. It should only be accessible once you complete the main story. I'm not saying that it can't be like a lower level thing. Like I think it's like a level 12 mission or a level 14 mission right now. I'm not saying it shouldn't be a level 14 mission. I'm saying you should have to finish the main campaign before you get into these other missions. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, give it a like. Comment down below what you think about the Dark Below being accessible for lower level characters, or for characters that have not yet finished the main campaign. Make sure you share this video with all your friends so they can enjoy it. And I'll see you guys on the next Destiny video. That's going to be on Venus, I believe. Thanks a lot.